Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Finally, Candace Owens is free. She parts ways with Ben Shapiro and with the Daily Wire. Why? Because Candace said certain things like the emperor has no clothes, and Ben Shapiro doesn't like that regarding one, I would say two subjects. I've been watching Candace Owens in the past. I've been watching Ben Shapiro in the past. I think they are intelligent people. They are courageous in their own ways. One of them is supported by certain interest. The other one, not really. It was obvious that this would happen since the conflict in Middle East broke to different levels. And let me give you a little bit of a history, or at least assessment, on both individuals. Candace Owens, I think she's an honest, courageous, intelligent, good intended individual. Ben Shapiro is a very intelligent person, very fast. I think he's got certain, I'm not bashing him, this is my assessment, I might be wrong, but he's got certain connections that are not beneficial to the brand that he, I think, is promoting, which is conservative. From my observation, and I watched Ben Shapiro many times, those Ben Shapiro destroys this, Ben Shapiro, which are legitimate, very smart, very good points that he makes, including him attacking, or not attacking, defending himself from that imbecile, not imbecile, but what's his name, man? The British guy. Anyway, I can't remember his name. Maybe by the end of this, I know, yeah, I'm having my face. Anyway, so Ben Shapiro has two subjects. Ben Shapiro is very logical, very informed, very smart, very good, and sometimes, most of the time, I would say, most of the time, why I say most of the time, he uses evidence to support his claims, which is good, except on two, I got to learn, two subjects. One is Israel and the other one is Russia/Putin. When he's talking about these subjects, I noticed that he's not objective. He's not using the same fantastic methods of finding the truth that we all use in any other subject. Israel, now he is Jewish, so that's not, and the other one, Russians kicked out certain kind of things, so maybe it's a little bit of resentment somewhere. I'm not going to go deeper than that. Now, Ben Shapiro, as I said, very smart, but has two subjects that I think he just is not going to be, I would say, intellectually honest. You can watch it and you're going to find out. Now, in my life, when I have a conversation with someone and I kind of build trust, we can talk about certain things a little bit deeper than otherwise you would talk with someone in the polite society. I have two questions to determine if that person is intellectually honest. And you can do this with any person that you meet. If you want to find out if that person really is honest, ask two questions. That's the way I ask, at least two. For me is the one I would ask that person to give me his or her opinion/assessment of the Middle East. I'm talking about Israel, Gaza, Palestinians, that issue. And by that, you're going to realize if that person is, I would say, intellectually honest. And the other one is religion. People usually are, when you talk about, they can be very logical, fact-based. When they got to that point, you will encounter some problems. And the questions I usually ask are, do you believe that Noah built the ark, where somehow animals just came over there too, and from those two we got genetically everything else? Do you believe that Noah was 600 years old, as the Bible claims, when he built it? And if the answer is yes, and you want to just, go to the next question, do you believe that Noah died when he was 900 years old? And if he says yes, okay. All right, so these are the questions that I ask. If they are answering in a certain way, you say, well, this person, all right, that's me. Now, what happened with Candace Owens? Candace Owens spoke about the issue in Gaza, and she didn't speak the way she was required to speak. Therefore, Ben Shapiro and I know they criticized one another, and now they parted ways. Let's see how they did it. Prediction, and not only prediction. I have here about 4 or 5 articles. Let me see to make sure how many you got here. 5 articles where I'm going to show you how the media already portrays Candace Owens as crazy, anti-Semite, far-right, bad. Why? I don't know. I know, but you know. So let me show you the first article. So now Candace Owens is already the bad person in this affair. Why? Because the emperor has no clothes, she said. Daily Beast, March 22nd, 2024. Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire cuts ties with Candace Owens. Obviously, the conservative media empire founded by Ben Shapiro has cut ties with Candace Owens amid a lengthy public feud between the far-right pundit and Shapiro, conservative, beautiful, over the Israel-Hamas war. And I'm quoting, Daily Wire and Candace Owens have ended their relationship. No more squeaky squeaky. The outlet's co-founder Jeremy Boring tweeted on Friday morning, the rumors are true. I'm quoting, I am finally free, Owens posted. Well, to be honest, how should I put it? You enslaved yourself. You made the deal with these guys. You agreed. Now you're free. Good for you. Good for you. Better, like, how should I put it straight? I had a karate trainer, my initial, the greatest trainer I ever had in martial arts. I met a lot of masters, but my initial trainer, who happened to die about 2 weeks ago. So I saw him dead, and he died. What can I say? Things happen, right? He was old, not that old, but he was, so when he divorced, he told us while we were, hey, stop. That's what he used to do. Have a sit down. And then he was telling us a joke or something about his, things that bothered him, about Romania, about Romanians, about democracy, about what we became and so on, or a joke. And in this case, he said, guys, I decided to get a divorce. And he said, this is why. He said, instead of having an endless shit, I decided to have a shitty ending, or shitty end. And he said, okay, let's go. And that was it. I think it was Goethe who said something obviously differently. Instead of ugly, endless, pain or something, but it was not like that, a painful ending. So quick. So that's what he said. The same here. Better than have an endless shit, Candace, you had a shitty ending, which is better. Now you're free to go. Next one. Again, it says, the feud began last November when Owens tweeted that, and I'm quoting, no government anywhere has the right to commit genocide. While she did not specifically mention the state of Israel, her remarks were widely condemned by her fellow conservative media figures. Soon after, Shapiro publicly called Owens' behavior, and I'm quoting, disgraceful, and cited her for sophistication and the Israel-Hamas conflict. Okay? So she said something you're not supposed to, and the wrap. Candace Owens exits the Daily Wire after months of feuding with Ben Shapiro. Again, that's what happened, Next one, Ben Shapiro, CNN. Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire severs ties with Candace Owens after her embrace of anti-Semitic rhetoric. Got that? And then the next one, Hollywood, Candace Owens out at the Daily Wire after fighting with co-founder over Israel-Hamas war. Conservative firebrand has left the news outlet Daily Wire after a war of words with the founder of the news brand, fellow far-right figure Ben Shapiro. So now they're fellow far-rights, which began shortly after the outset of the ongoing between Israel and Hamas. So they couldn't have different takes on that. Next one. HuffPost, far-right conspiracy theorist Candace Owens is out at the Daily Wire. All right, here it is. It seems like Candace Owens is bizarre, increasingly bizarre conspiracy theories are too far for even the Daily Wire. No. Everything she said was A-okay with Daily Wire except one thing. And probably if she would say that Putin is not that, they would say, And it says, the rumors are true. I'm finally free. She said, I saw something in a subtitle here, and I thought that was important because they tell us that she didn't only said that, talked about Israel. She also said something about the vaccines. So that's another sin, things that you should not use your brain or anything. I can find it. I know I saw it in the subtitle somewhere when I just skimmed over to see what I'm going to pick. So here it is. She's out. She's free. Good for her. Good for Shapiro. Let me tell you this kind of what I think is going on in the United States of America, and not only. The guys in charge of a country will not do like the idiot communists did, which were, how do you call it, rudimentary. They were just savages. No, nobody talks. If you talk, we're going to arrest you. We're going to... No. These guys say, well, we're going to allow you to talk, but we're going to control what you say. We're going to allow you to say something, this much, but the rest you have to promote our agenda. And I think that's what some conservative shows and channels are doing. Are allowed, some of them, to grow. Are allowed to grow to a certain extent because their content is 95% parrot the line, or they don't rock the boat, and they allow them to, that 5% to say certain things that the audience will say, see, these guys are real mavericks in telling the truth. They forget about the 95%. So you got the hint. And then you look who's financing you or who financed you to grow and to have popularity. Now, I'm not talking about people who really are smart, are good in certain ways, but you can figure out the agenda in certain issues. And remember everything I said. Candace Owens, good. Ben Shapiro, good. Now, if I remember correctly, unfortunately, Jordan Peterson is also affiliated with Daily Wire, if I remember correctly. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong on that one. So again, but if you listen to Dr. Jordan Peterson, who I like a lot, remember 95 and 5, and he's not going to touch the two subjects that Ben Shapiro doesn't really like. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.